Monday afternoon, a little bit after 1, and of course the temperature is beginning to climb. Probably get chased out of here pretty soon, but just going to do a few things before that happens. So write this down. Next year at this time, I will have an air conditioner in the shed. I'm going to put in one of the, they call it a split unit. It's an air conditioning heating unit. It's a panel, goes on the wall, and then you have a little compressor outside. So that will happen next spring. Trust me. So hot days like this, I will be undeterred, and it's got a remote control. I'll say, yeah, I know 72, a little warm. I think I'll go down to 70. But that's going to happen. But of course, I digress. So anyways, I had to go into the town that-a-way this morning. I had to go to the Chinese store. I had to get some casters for a project I'm working on down at our shop. It's a power cart transformer on a stainless steel cart for one of the wineries. Just wheel it up. You've got a 600 volt plug. You plug it in, and then you can take 2 8 volts off of it. So anyways, the only place to get decent casters is at the China store, aka Princess Auto. So I ran in there this morning before it got too busy. And that place is only a block or 2 away from our other shop up there. So I thought I better just stop by there and see if there's anything I can raid. So I got a magnetic ballast. And I got another HID transformer ballast. First one of those I've had for a while. Copper. The windings. There, I'll try it down here. Come on. Copper. Double header. So that's good. And this is another wall-mounted light. So there's a HID transformer in there, and the housing is cast aluminum. So I'll start working on the aluminum hoard again for next year. So over the winter I'd hoarded up about over 1,000 pounds of aluminum. So I didn't really get a huge amount of money for it, but basically I paid for the gas on my trips down to the coast. So that's where these little incidentals can pay off, help cover your expenses for the good stuff. And that'll make my wife happy again when I start piling all the totes of aluminum up outside. And being facetious, of course. That's not going to make her happy. But so I got this. Oh, and then actually, so I got this guy as well. This is a sign transformer ballast. So your illuminated signs, they got fluorescent lamps in it. This is the ballast that drives them. So they don't get any bigger or any heavier than that. Actually, let's chop the old wire tidbits off here. Just curiosity. I'm thinking this weighs about 20 pounds. For junk wire. Oops, wrong bucket. Just happen to have my handy dandy scales here from yesterday. So, what's your guess? The other one was 12 pounds, and this one is definitely heavier. I think it's about 20, but the moment of truth. 16.5 pounds. So not quite 20, but definitely an upgrade. So again, at our current price of 20 cents, $3.20, almost a gallon of gas. So that will go in the ballast pile. Yeah, so then actually this evening when it cools down a bit, I'm going to go down to our shop. I know I've got a few old fixtures in that have come in my little junkyard in the back. I'll strip those out. I'll grab any, I think there's a bit of cast aluminum out there too, so I'll grab that up and take it from there. So just as an aside, at our other shop there, we've got 3 big metal bins. So anything metal goes into the one bin. So something like this just gets chucked in that bin. We've got another bin for copper wire, but it's all whatever size or anything, BX or it doesn't matter. It goes in that bin. They don't bother sorting anything out just because they'd have to pay somebody to do it. So it'd be counterproductive. So yeah, all the copper wire goes in the bin, and all the aluminum wire goes in another bin. So all the bins have been dumped out. They were totally empty. And the last 2 or 3 times I've been there, they've been that way. So they have like a scrapyard provides them with the bins, and then they come over and empty the bins as needed. So I know when I used to work up there, we always used to have to phone them and bug them, say, hey, the bins are full. Can you go over and dump them out? They get there eventually, but from what I'm seeing now, they're checking those bins pretty regularly, and as soon as they get anywhere near full, they're emptying out. So that tells me that there must be a pretty good demand for scrap there, because like I say, usually they don't give you that kind of service. You have to kind of beg them to empty the bins. A little bit of beer to help, keep the temperature down. So anyways, so I'm going to take this stuff apart. Well, actually, maybe while we're here, I'll take this blade apart here, just out of curiosity to see what we've got inside here. I haven't taken one of these apart for a while. Uh-oh. Where has my Phillips gone? That's serious. My Phillips bit has disappeared. Oh well, I'll find that later. Little brass screw for the miscellaneous brass. That's brass coated. Is that brass? Probably. Brass screw, yes. Spring for the miscellaneous hardware bin. For crying out loud. Those are torque screws in there for some strange reason. Why would they put a torque screw in there? Makes no sense. But also flathead though, so flatty, as Brother Jerry likes to say. Probably stain the screws. Nope. Oop. Bit of metal. Garage. And start a metal bucket. There's the connector. That should be zinc, except for this screw. We shall disperse of that. Come on. So the nut is, yeah, a little bit of zinc. More metal. Metal, capacitor, no juice. It's pretty rare that they're still charged after they've sat for any length of time, but you just never know. It's that one time where it'll catch you unawares. They'll wake you up in a hurry. Come on, there we go. So we're getting close to the main prize, which is the transformer. A little bit of wire for the bucket. Okay, so there's now a piece of clean cast. Yeah, let's just check out our transformer. Copper there, and copper there. It's another double header. So this is just your regular fluorescent fixture that you would find in a ceiling of any multitude of establishments. But this is the old style magnetic, which is what the yards want, apparently. So let's just see. Yeah, so that's 2.5 pounds. So if you got a bunch of fixtures out of an old store or something like that, a lot of times they'll have 2 of those per fixture. So it'd probably be worth taking the time to strip these out, because 5 pounds, they're worth 5 pounds, they're worth $1, whereas the actual fixtures just tin shreds. So I don't know, they probably weigh 20 pounds maybe, so $1.20. So it's just a way of increasing your return. For me, as much as you can break stuff down, the better return you get. Takes a little longer, but hey, I'm out in the shed and I'm in my element. I'm enjoying myself, so I don't care if it takes 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 1 beer or 2 beers. Preferably 2 beers. So just put that guy there. Actually, yeah. So put some screwdrivers back so we don't lose them. We don't have them when we need them, which is incredibly annoying, I think, anyways. So this guy, I already know this guy is a copper. Let's trim him off. For the old junk wire pile. Okay, so that's 2 now I've got. So I usually let those stack up a bit and just getting a routine for processing them. You get a nice pile of about 20 of them, then it gives you some incentive to take them apart. Like I said, I've got an old warehouse we're gonna install LED lighting in next month. So there's about 60 or 70 really old fixtures from the 70s. These HID guys. So I'm hoping they got some nice big fat ballasts in them. Time will tell. Okay, so I'm going to wait for it to cool down a bit, then I'm going to go down to my other yard there, my other shop, and hopefully scavenge up a bit more stuff. Catch you. Oh, well, I'm back from going down to our other shop to root around the junk pile. I took a bit of video there, but didn't really spend as much time as I was going to, and the main reason for that was it was 40 degrees C down there, and that was about 5 or 5:30. So for you folks still on the good old system, that's like 104 degrees. So I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna take the easy pickings that I saw, and I'll root through it another day. So first item was this shroud. It's all aluminum. Quite bulky though, so it's a good time to put some of my stupendous weight to work. There you go. Few pounds of sheet aluminum. Now this baby was in there too. I think this is aluminum. Yes. This is a lid off of a floor box. Require a bit of dissection. That's the matter. I gotta adjust the old camera here. So there's that. A gel cell battery. Start my battery collection again. And there is, shoot. I left my other cutters in the truck. Let's go retrieve them. A little bit of junkified wire. This. Socket. So a bit of zinc or cast. One of the two. These are some louvers off of some sort of fixture. And save these stainless steel set screws. Of course, my good knife is in the truck too. It wants to break. Garbage. This weather stripping is really stuck on there. Wish I got a wider one. There's the solution. Yeah, 104 degrees, that's hasn't been that hot here for a few years. I mean, it does happen. 40 degrees isn't that uncommon. Actually, a bit further south down there, it can get up to like 44, 45, but that's not the kind of temperature I like. So there's another piece of cast. Nice and clean. So I'm starting the new cast pile. There's another one. Like I say, I'll just save these stainless screws. Why does that one not want to come out of there? I think we'll junk that one. Nothing more disappointing than finding a screw that you're looking for and then only go and use it and discover the thread is stripped on it. So I think I'll just skip that step. And again with this silicone on glass. Silicone really holds it though. No match for the scrap arsenal though. Gotta get a tub and start putting all that stuff in. Okay, there's another chunk of cast. So, you know, unfortunately aluminum's not the most valuable metal right now. It doesn't seem to be trending too hot, but it's so plentiful. I mean, it's everywhere, so it doesn't take much effort to pick it up, and before you know it, you've got a whole bunch of it. Like last winter and spring, with this spring, all the aluminum I had, it was over 1,000 pounds there, and you know, didn't totally go out of my way to get it, but it can add up. So, like I say, my wife will be thrilled to find out I'm starting another aluminum hoard. So then, also, so I got this wire. This wire was, there's a big pile of conduit that the guys had taken out of somewhere. So I just threw it in the pile, but actually some of it still had the wires in it. So took a few minutes and pulled some of the wiring out. The ones I could get at anyways. So I got another 3 of these ballasts, another 30 pounds roughly. So like I say, I'll have a little over 100 pounds of those ballasts to take down with me. Not a huge amount of money, you know, 20 some bucks, but like I say, that's a quarter of my gas right there. So they're heavy, they don't take up much room, so why not? So that's about all that's interesting in there. Like I say, just that little bit of wire. I'll take that over and strip it up eventually. You know, it's the same with this kind of stuff. Actually, I'll sort out this low grade stuff here. But, I mean, this wire too, you get little dribs and drabs of it like this, and take the time to strip it off and separate it. And it adds up in a hurry. And especially when the price is good. So of course, with the price being better, it may not be as plentiful. More people might be keeping their eye open for it, but that's why it's always nice to have a good stockpile. And you've got the material when the price is good. You don't have to go out and try and find some. So anyways, I'm going to finish sorting this out. Say I'll take the strippable stuff over there. I've got my stripper set up. I'll finish processing it. And also enjoy another beer. Yeah, it's about 7:30, so go out soon and water the garden, water all my wife's flowers. She's just not home tonight. And maybe have another beer, watch some more YouTube, who knows. Also, I was watching K&D Scrapping's video just before I started this. He's starting to inch closer to 1,000 subscribers, so anybody who doesn't have K&D Scrapping, grab up Dan and subscribe to him. He's a great guy. He does That's mostly street scrapping, but he gets a lot of material, and he gets the most out of it. He takes everything to bits, so it's actually a really good channel, very informative too. K&D Scrapping, I'll leave a link. So like say if you don't have them, grab them up as a subscription. He's been struggling a bit to get to 1,000, but it's not just him there. Getting subscribers is not as easy as it was, say, a year ago, 2 years ago. Like this year, for sure, I thought I'd have 3,000. I thought that was a no-brainer, but most of this year I've been just struggling to try and keep the ones I've got. So I guess something's obviously changed on the YouTube end there. It's not quite as easy to stay subscribed to somebody. They seem to be routinely going through the lists and purging people. So, but is what it is. So anyways, like I say, grab up K&D Scrapping. So that's going to be it. Unfortunately, I have to go back to work tomorrow. That's a setback, but oh well. So cheers to everyone, and hope you have a great upcoming week. We'll see you later.